Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education, and you guessed it, this week's Ask Anissa video column. Before we jump into the question, I do want to thank you all so very, very much for sending me all of the emails, and I'm sorry that I'm a little behind in answering them, but be sure and subscribe to the YouTube channel and keep a watch out because you never know when your video is going to pop up on Ask Anissa. So this week's question came in from Megan. Hi, Megan. And Megan says, "Good morning, Anissa. I am trying to find a new software that fits my needs for my company and our size. We've been using Encircle, but the company and a whole switched and they wanted me to switch as well. So I did. I switched to iCAD and so far, not impressed with it on the admin side. Do you have any insight or have another company you can recommend? I've tried doing a lot of research, but it's hard to filter through what is for our industry and not for another." Oh, Megan, such an awesome question, and one that I do get asked a lot. And I will tell you this, absolutely, hands down, my favorite content software is Encircle. Encircle is just so user friendly and yet so full of powerful tools and details for content restoration. I just love the program, and I have not found anything out there yet that can beat it, in my opinion. Okay. As far as other softwares, to use administratively, Encircle does work with a lot of other software as well. I know that one of the things that I'm seeing kind of as a trend going on with companies that are doing content is, again, using Encircle for the content side of the company, but they're also using Company Cam and Job Docs and to organize things. Now, Encircle does have a whole water side that they do in Encircle. I'm not familiar with that though, because I've only used it for content, but I've heard really great things about that side of their software as well. So you really should check that out. They've even just recently, in the past few months, done some really great new features and things in the water side, and like with Sketch and all kinds of great stuff. So I would highly encourage you to convince the powers to be in your company to go back to Encircle, especially when it comes to the content side. Again, I've also seen some companies that are using Dash that they really love, and they're using Encircle, however, for the content side of it. So I know that Company Cam and Job Docs does really, really great as well. Your clients are able to sign, contracts and release forms and things digitally, which, by the way, you can also do in Encircle. I know a lot of students that have taken our training courses and have all of our documentation and SOPs, they will have like the release forms for disposal off and odor and things like that. They will have those put up in their Encircle so that their clients can digitally sign on an iPad or their cell phone those documents. So I know that Encircle does that as well. And again, on the water side of things, I'm not super familiar with it, but I know that recently they have done a ton with Encircle and comes to sketching and in the water side. And you can hop on over and check out what they do as far as the administrative side and including, the water and sketching on a job and such. All right, Megan. Well, I hope that answered your question and that you all found value watching this video. If you're watching and you do have a question, be sure and email me and send that to Anissa at firehouseeducation.com. Be sure and put Ask Anissa in the subject line. Also, I want to remind you all to be a super cool kid and go on over to rnrmegonline.com and subscribe to the e-magazine and the e-newsletter so that you get this video and lots of other goodies in your email inbox every Friday. Okay, on that note, you know the drill. Shoot me that email with your question, and I just might feature you on next week's Ask Anissa video column.